everybody, and welcome to another episode from the Board Game Man. My name is Jamie Cloninger. Today we're going to look at a fairly recent game from 2018 called Big Money. Let's go to the gamers table and I'll show you how to play it. Okay, we are at the gamers table. I'm going to go ahead and show you how this game works. This is actually your board, and what it does is it opens up to this. So this is the actual game board that you'll be playing on. Now you'll see that this has a little bit of Yahtzee involved and poker involved. So you can see on the upper left-hand corner the roll payouts. I'll be explaining that in a second. You can see that it has the 5 of a kind, big straight, 4 of a kind, full house, that kind of thing. On the right side, I'll be letting you know about this. It's an industry bonus. I'll show you what those are about in a moment. Okay, so what we do is here's the dollar bills. We have 1, 5, and 10 zillion. You can see they're huge. I think they're actually pretty cool, and they're double-sided, which is nice too. So we got those in the game as well. Now what happens is you're going to each player will receive 1 industry card. There's 5 different industry cards. These are the starter cards where everyone gets to choose. You can see these have a green back to it, where all the regular cards have a yellow back to it. So this will show you right here. Each player gets to choose. It's a 2 to 5 player game. So that's why you have 5 of these here. So each player gets to choose which one they'd like to start off with. Like I said in the beginning, there's 5 different ones. So you got technology here, sports, the fork and knife means food. Then you have the suitcase, which is traveling, and you have the ticket, which is entertainment. So those are the 5 different categories to choose from. So we'll just say that player, we'll just do a little 2-player here. First player is going to go ahead and choose the ticket, and the second player will choose the traveling. So that's what we'll start off with. Okay, player 1, player 2, and the rest of these cards go into the box. Okay, now let's show you the dice. You'll see 5 of the dice are just regular dice, 1 through 6. They have the numbers on them, which I think is pretty cool looking. And then you have the 6th dice, which shows which one of these categories you're going to roll. So you see you have all categories on the dice. Then you have the dreaded pig. The pig is what's called biz news. And these cards are very, very bad. As you can see, some of these, global reception, all players paid 10 zillion for each industry they own an asset of. So if you have 3 different of these assets, guess what? You're paying 10 zillion for each one of them. None of these are good. Liquidation, roll the industry die. The player with the most assets, that industry, discards all of those assets. So say you had 4 of these travel ones and everyone else had maybe 2. You would have to get rid of all 4 of your assets of that. So that is pretty brutal. These cards are very, very, very brutal. This one's just in sports. All players pay 15 zillion for each sports asset they own. So you really don't want to roll that pig on the die because that really, really does some damage in the game. So you'll put these in the upper right-hand corner. The rest of these cards are all the different industry cards. You do a quick little shuffle. Okay. You put them here, and then you lay out 4 of them in the marketplace. So that's what we'll do right now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you'll see they all have different dollar amounts. Then you have the stock certificate here. These are special ones, where if you pay 40 zillion and someone ends up rolling the cup, which is sports related, you get 80 zillion dollars. So this can actually end up being a pretty good one. Unless someone rolls the pig and they say, oh, guess what? Everyone that has all the sports stocks has to get rid of them all. Guess what? You just paid 40 zillion and you lost this card. So hopefully someone will roll that cup before you get a biz news and tells you to get rid of it. So otherwise you're out 40 zillion. So those ones can be good, or it could be a big waste of money. You never know. So I'll put this here. Okay, now what you're trying to do is, let me go ahead and show you. And here's the dice cup it comes with too. This is the actual dice cup. You put it in and you shake it. But I'll go ahead and spare you the loud noise. I brought my dice thing out here, so that way you won't have to hear the rattle, rattle, rattle every single time I do that. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you how this works. I'll go ahead and roll the die. Now what you're trying to do is, first of all, you're going to look at the die that has the different assets on it. You can see this is the technology die. For everyone that has a technology card, they will get the dollar amount that's on there. Now, unfortunately, we have entertainment and travel. So no one has a technology, so that's not going to work on this time around, but I'll show you the next time. what happens. Now here what you're trying to do is you're trying to do the poker hand here. You're trying to do the best hand that you can get, and you have up to 3 rolls. So that's where the Yahtzee comes into play, to get the best hand that you can get. Let's just say we'll keep these 2 ones, and we'll roll these other 3. So you're trying to get the best you can do. Oh, look at that, 4 of a kind. So we got 4 ones here. You're going to roll the die one more time, and a 3. Okay. So we have 4 of a kind here. So you see on here, the 4 of a kind is $20 zillion. So what you'll do is you'll gain $20 zillion. So you take 2 of the 10s, and that goes into your bank. And after that happens, you get a choice to purchase any one of these from the marketplace. Or you can just hang on to your money and move on to the next round. In this case, just so I can show that we can buy something, I'm going to go ahead, since I already have an entertainment, I'm going to go ahead and buy another entertainment. So what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead for 5 zillion. I'm going to purchase the Opera House. Let me put that in the bank. You get 5 zillion back. So now we have 15 zillion. And then automatically you got to replenish the marketplace. Okay, and then your turn ends. Now player 2 rolls the dice. Oh, player 2 just rolled the pig. So now we got the biz news we have to look into. So what we do is we look at the biz news. And it says, liquidation, roll the industry die. The player with the most assets of that industry discards all those assets. So what he does is he has to re-roll the industry die. And it's the entertainment on the die. Dun, dun, dun. And guess what? I have 2 of them, which means I have to discard those entertainment cards that I have. So just like that, this goes on the bottom of the stack. And guess what? I just lost these 2. Just like that. Actually, I'll put the green one aside here. Put that in the box. Okay, so no thanks to the second player. That happened to me there. So now he's going to continue on with the dice to see what he wants to do. Now, right now, he actually has a little, it's called on here a little straight. You have 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now we're going to see if he can get a big straight, is what they call on here. 6 and a 5. Nope. So he gets the little straight. So you look on here, the little straight is $12 zillion. So player 2 is going to get 12 zillion. And he's going to decide if he wants to purchase any one of these in the marketplace. So let's see. He's going to go ahead and get the Ultimate Skate Park. So he's going to go get a sports-related one. So he's going to go ahead and set this aside. He's going to pay the 5 zillion. And so on. Okay, and they're going to replenish the marketplace with this one. And then we're going to move on. Now what happens is, say you end up, well, let's see if it happens here. Let's see. Okay, we have the cup. Obviously player 2 has the cup, and he has it for $5 zillion. So player 2 is going to get 5 zillion for owning, because he has a cup. So he gets 5 zillion for that. And that's regardless if it's your turn or not. Whoever rolls it, everybody gets however many they get on there. Now say you had like a 5, and you had a 10, and a 15, you would get the $30 zillion for it. Depends on how many, you can have 3 or 4 of them, you just add up the total, and that's how much you'd get if someone were to roll that asset that you have. So he gets 5 zillion for that. And player 1's going to look over here, and looks just like that. He has 4 4s in here. So he has 4 4s. He has 2 more rolls. There's the 4 right there. 5 of a kind gets $30 zillion. So just like that, player 1 gets 30 zillion. And he needs to get something because he doesn't have anything here. Now the thing is, let's see, he has 30. He has 40 zillion. So what he's going to go ahead and do, he's going to go ahead and get that stock certificate there. He's going to pay the 40 zillion. Hoping to get 80 zillion back if somebody rolls the sports. And so on. Then you replenish this. Oh, another stock certificate. Now say along the way, if I get a second one. Now say I get, let's see here. Let's just say this. Say that I had this card and I get it. And now all of a sudden I have 2 of the sports. You'll see in the industry bonus, it says 2 assets, 5 zillion. 3 assets, 10 zillion. 4 assets, 15 zillion. So the more you get of the same asset, that's the industry bonus. So let's just say I end up getting this, I have 2 of the sports, I get an additional 5 zillion as soon as I add that card to my stack. Okay? Now say along the lines, say I end up getting a third one. Say I end up getting this one. So I just, like say I just rolled the dice and I just paid for this one. Now I have 3 of the sports one. So 3 assets is now 10 zillion. So now I get 10 zillion for having 3 of a kind. All right, and so on. So that's how that works. What happens is the game ends when the bank runs out. So as soon as the bank runs out of money, the game stops. Everyone counts up their zillions of dollars, and whoever has the most money at the end of the game wins the game. And there you have it, Big Money by Wonder Forge, 2 to 5 player game. As you can tell, it's a very light game, very easy to learn, very easy to play. I know kids will probably enjoy it a lot too. It's probably more of a kid's game than an adult's game, but it kind of depends on who you're playing with. If you're playing with adults that don't really play too many games very often, I think they would really enjoy it. It's a very light game. You don't have a headache afterwards. So anyhow, if you enjoyed the episode, please click on the like button down below. If you'd like to subscribe and be notified of any future episodes I upload, please click on the subscribe button along with the notification bell. And thank you so very much, and happy gaming!